Oh yeah, still got to talk about yesterday. Now they're a couple of weeks ago, even a couple, yeah, it's they still gonna stop me. I remember months ago, just give up. Now they said that on camera. Well, I was on camera. You can hear them. Just give up. They thought they was winning or gonna win. It's like he's stupid. Yeah, like I said yesterday, we see last week they took away 40 years of the Fed's power to make judgments that, like they said, are in effect laws that act like laws, decrees, might as well say, like they're kings. They can make these judgments that are laws, and they took that power away. As basically that's all y'all power. And so now you got to think for yourselves, but they still looking for a leader. And I know they're not trying to make it me. Yeah, yesterday you didn't invite us to the party, shit like that. And I just like, nigga, I told you I wouldn't piss on y'all if you was on fire. At first I just don't believe in, we don't need no community black folk leader. And y'all done killed the politics dream I had, 24 years ago. So it's too late for that, you know. And at that point, was thinking, specifically to help black people, but I didn't, I was young, but and like I said, my plan I think still is good, but really it should just be for any males, not just black males, who ain't doing too well. But I don't know. Get rid of the liberals in the education system. You might not need what I was thinking about. But yeah, so I had switched to Navy Federal like a year and a half ago, not too long ago. And they treating that like it's something that all black people should have. If you served or Navy Federal tells you, they'll send you emails. Oh, you can invite anyone. They don't have to be a relative. It could be a coworker. I guess they want members, just like any bank or credit union. They want more members. You know, and so the girl that I went three different times to Advanced AutoZone and O'Reilly's. And at Advanced, little black girl, maybe she's in high school because yesterday was Sunday. She might be a high school kid, or she might just look young, might be in her 20s. But see, pull up my ID for a little 10% discount, and then she also I pulled out my debit. So then she's like, "Oh, you got," but somebody else that asked me about USAA. You got USAA too? I'm like, no, I don't give a damn. I never gave a damn about USA. No offense to but they said it to, like about a month ago. Like, oh, I got USA. I don't care about you. You know, AAA is just some hood shit. Really, old folks got it, but when my back in the day when I didn't have money and oh, you had AAA, could have been told, or somebody. I was like, damn, why y'all tell me that after the fact? This was when I was struggling. So AAA wasn't nothing like that. It was just hood shit. Oh, nigga said, oh, if you had knew somebody, they still give them their number and they'll come get you. Their membership number. Cause but like I remember one time my car broke down middle of the night. And I called my account. I called the tow truck, then I called the account, and it's literally all I had. But I was, as long as I get my car back to the house and I can get one of the homies, and it did work like I thought, got one of the homies to work on it so I can get back to work. So I can get back and forth. But so I didn't mind. It was like it was like $80. It was like $78. And then they telling me probably the next day when he's working on, oh man, you had AAA. And it's like, oh, it's only like $100 a year or something like that. I just never got around to it. But anyway, I don't care. Like it's not that. It's not everything. Yeah, that's why I keep trying to tell you. It's not a competition. That's what I'm saying. This is how we help each other. Just general knowledge. But y'all get attitude. No, I got USAA. I don't give a damn. I was asking for a specific reason, trying to solve a problem solving, not I got this, I got no. That's what's wrong with black people. I mean, it's something, like I said, we got to find out how to deprogram y'all or lock y'all up in insane asylums. And it's not trying to take away your freedom. Some y'all are dangerous. Y'all running around with cars, trying to get mad at everybody. Cutting people off and causing road rage, and then trying to play victim afterwards. I was just did he a racist? All types of shit. That is a problem. That is a mental problem. Your jealousy is a mental problem. If it's at this level, it's affecting you and others around you. You need to be somewhere and getting some kind of mental help and not free in society roaming around causing trouble because you jealous. Following people around, harassing people. Just like I said yesterday. And so the little girl, it didn't upset me, but I thought about it, like, and I asked a couple questions. She asked them right, but I'm like, why are you asking me? Ask your mom. It's because I'm like, your mom, she's not in the Navy no more, right? She's a vet. She's like, and you could be active duty and get Navy Federal, but there's other banks, But like when I was in my military, I had first union. I just went to any bank. I did. I was a credit union member. I told you about that. I even went and made videos there because I started, I think because of me, they started changing. They used to have in each city, if your credit union ain't there, but you can go to one branch and it's the main branch for the whole, and you can do your whatever you got to do for your credit union that's in whatever city you're from. And now, we don't do that no more, and this and that. This is all of a sudden once I got here 10 years ago, they don't do it no more now. And Navy Federal don't have no branches. The closest I think is in Virginia. They got branches, but not here. But that's why I got another bank account just to make deposits. And really, it's only like $5 in there, so I can deposit money, then go on my account. Like when I was working, that's the only reason I say, if I'm working, because you can't make a deposit at somebody else's ATM, or at least they don't have that. They won't do that update where the money you put in goes. But then it probably would be all it would be is like a fee or something, $3. You want to transfer this cash to your own account, whatever. It takes another option. But if you got another bank, you just go put it in your bank. I just go to the branch that I belong to, or the local bank, and then go on your app and transfer it, and it's in there the next day. And since I really don't need it, I just want it in there, Or like if I sell something, and I don't want to have just cash. If I want to put it on my bank, my Navy Federal, I go to my bank, the other bank. But anyway, yeah, everything is something that I'm not helping. No, nigga, we're not supposed to help you like that. No, you help your fucking and the females. Honestly, all of y'all of every race, especially black people, you're supposed to be saving yourself for one guy, and he's supposed to take care of you. Not no community leader, not no this. You're not supposed to be independent. But if you want to do all that, then you're on your own, just like a man. I got to treat you like a man. You're equal, 50-50, or not 50-50. You're not my girl. So you're an independent woman. It don't matter, you're young, the girl. Yeah, I wasn't mad at her. I really wasn't. I was, and I'm like, I said, and I showed her my other ID, the VA ID that you use. Because I figured she might not have the ID that I have, because you got to be at a certain percentage, 100%. And that's a DOD ID, but the VA ID, she got a paperwork, so she's already a member. So it's like, why you ask her? You got a job, we work at AutoZone or Vance. It don't matter. You got a job, period. Probably in school. Because she had on shorts and an AutoZone shirt. I never seen that. Usually AutoZone people got on, Dickies or something, uniform pants. And she had on shorts. I figured she's a high school or college kid. It's Saturday, Sunday. So, but either way, ask your mom all that. Why I wasn't bad, just kind of, actually it was pleasant compared to what they usually, black people, they're all upset. But yeah, I'm like, well, but either way, even if she's still in, it's like either way she belongs. Yeah, you don't have to be a family. Don't have to be your mom. Don't have to be your brother. Don't have to be your uncle. Don't have to be your grandma, granddad, your sister, your child's in the, yeah, your child might be in the military right now. You can, yeah, it don't matter. It could be a coworker. It could be a neighbor. It could, it is anybody, but it has to be somebody who's already a member. It don't have to be a relative. But yeah, everything. But as far as that, and those are their rules. But as far as everybody's supposed to, like, no, why? Then go join the military. I don't understand. Y'all what VA pay all this. I'm talking about people that never joined, and the people that was in the military, the veterans that to come up on me. I told you from the beginning what I did. I told you what I did. There's no secret. There's no nothing secret knock or code or being a Mason. Maybe that helped. I don't know, but it didn't. But either way, well, you should have joined. Like I said, I picked that up myself. Like, why the hell? It was a joke. I started noticing the AIT at Fort Gordon, all the black E5s, E60s, they had light on their car. And I knew what that was because, again, before the gangs in '88, when I was a freshman, it was mostly Masons and other fraternities and this and that. Then, '89 or the end of '88, all the Crips, disciples, blood, a new generation came. All the older guys, when I was a freshman, a lot of them were Masons and this and that. But it's Birmingham, the history of the international. Yeah, uh, but I'm just saying, all of this everything y'all get mad at me because stuff I just naturally. It's like you should have been more, I guess, curious. Like, oh, or whatever. I guess I looked up to those guys. I'm AIT. I'm just the E2, and that's only because I got promoted in basic. I should have been still an E1. Nothing on my shoulders, on my collar rather, and you see these guys. There wasn't no jealousy. Oh, I knew one day soon. But I didn't know y'all was gonna try to kill me because I was moving so like you're supposed to move fast. So guys, sergeant drive by, and, how he's one. You can see them. They park. They get out their car. They in uniform. You see the young E5. He ain't that much older than me. Probably 23. Got it probably like a little Nissan or something. Yeah, you got tinted windows. Y'all niggas love that black tint. Yeah, you got the black limo tint and all that. This is like '94, and you got the little Mason light. All these niggas, but uh. the real ticket, you got to go to your appointments. If you're not going, first of all, how do they know you're sick or you're telling the truth? And also, how are you not? Are you going to? I kept going because I really wanted to get better, like I'm supposed to. In your head, people like us, if you was a, your hot shot, as y'all want to call it, this and that, I'm the top that I can run, PT, everybody, whatever. I'm one of the top guys. In my head, I still am. Even at this age with all my injuries, surgery, I'm still 18, 19 years old. I could do 100, whatever, put all these push-ups and sit-ups and run fast, all this. I can still do that in my head. But if I tried to run now, I probably couldn't run halfway up the block. I'm gasping for air. But in my head, that's what I'm saying. I wanted to get back to that. And yeah, I could get back to that. I just don't run now because I don't want to have to shoot nobody. But, they come out with some new stuff too. It's water, sweat proof. But yeah, like, I probably will start back now. It's getting cooler, and you just throw it in the wash machine. But but you got the I wasn't going for the I get like to get where the money I got now. I was going because in my head I was still gonna be a lawyer, still going to college, this and that. And even after all that failed and I'm digging ditches, well, I still can be a businessman, and I still gonna buy these houses and rent them out. I still could do this, but I also just wanted to be back to normal. And to me, being normal was being able to do all those things that you never could do. You know, it's not a diss. It's just you never did. You know, you never been a paratrooper. You never ran with Rangers and this and that and all types of special forces, this and that type of people. You don't, you know. So I can't help. It's yeah. I guess brainwashed. I can't. I still, to me, I'm still in the unit. And they try to you keep coming at me. Y'all keep sending these lame ass niggas. You know, like yesterday, hey, you invited to look, nigga, you ain't come to basic with me. You ain't come to jump school with me, so why should you come now? You didn't go on none of the missions. You didn't know go on none of those fields. If I would invite, I couldn't invite you. You wasn't invited. You not. I never. None of y'all ever came up to me. Hey, we wasn't on that out there for them 2 weeks in that miserable weather on a field training exercise. Why ain't y'all invite us to that miserable field training exercise, or that one that was burning super hot, the one that burned it is 100 degrees? You ain't invite us to that. Y'all ain't asked for that. How come y'all ain't want to come to that? And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, don't talk crazy to me. That's all I'm saying. Don't I ain't saying I'm special and I'm this and that. I won't talk crazy to you either. Now, if you was yesterday, it could have been, the dudes could have been, those three guys. It could have been a nice little encounter. Yeah, yeah, that's what's up. I don't know 'em. Go on, hey, y'all niggas enjoy y'all Sunday. What y'all finna go, turn up or something? Y'all finna go kick it somewhere? Whatever. That's all good. I don't want to come. We just had a short conversation. I'm finna go work on my car. But you got to do gang stalking shit. And not all that nasty shit. Ain't nobody selfish. You not my bitch, nigga. You're not a bitch. Don't go around. That's disappointing. You disappoint me. You go around acting like a little bitch.
The Biden administration finally agreed to ban Peter Daszak and EcoHealth Alliance from receiving any more funding for gain-of-function research. You'll recall EcoHealth Alliance and Peter Daszak were the ones that were funding the research in Wuhan, China. This is a great victory, but this is only the beginning. It's time to take things a step further and prosecute Dr. Fauci for lying to Congress. He still insists he didn't fund gain-of-function research. We now...
I've been said that. I know it's just an ad.
And there's a lot to be done.
And you see that? That's exactly what I've been saying. This is yesterday, but a lot of these are old excerpts from him. He been said this decades ago. He been saying stuff like this decades ago. Groups that rose from, and he's not just talking about black folks. That's what he did for the government for decades, right? And they study not just America, they study all civilizations, even hundreds of thousands, or not hundreds of thousands, hundreds and 1,000 years ago, whatever. Even society with no money, all they, trade and grow stuff and hunt. Still, it's a form of economy. They study all that. Seldom did so by having their own racial or ethnic leaders. That's what I'm saying. Unless they're all the same, it's a society where they're all, the Aztecs, but they're conquering and killing other, as they say, indigenous people, and sacrificing them and cutting out. This is real. This is not us. They tried to romanticize, just like the American Indian. The liberals tried to romanticize them as, they just was worshiping trees and planting. No, like they said, that's impossible. That's another video I'm gonna do later. That matter of fact, they didn't own any land because they couldn't. Like they said, they were wearing out after 40 years. The land they got to move, and like they said, if there's another Indian tribe on there, they would conquer them, either kill them or enslave them. And they move on again, and they was doing that for centuries. They didn't own no land. They just kept going. Nobody did. So, but the idea, that's what everybody's talking about. Oh, they own, we got it. They didn't own anything. There's no, like you said, you can't, if you do the research, you can't go back and find one track, or they took it from somebody else too. Another group of Indians, they kept taking it from each other.
So if the comparison between progress, simply the decency of life available to people, they weren't families were intact, and schools worked, and the neighborhoods were more or less safe. People were able to lead decent lives. If the contrast between that world and the world we inhabit now is owing so directly to liberal policies intended, so we're told, to help African Americans, why do African Americans support the more liberal of the two parties?
I mean, that guy is a liberal too, you know, and he just can't help saying African Americans. I wish, you know, Dr. Soul would have told we're not African Americans. Jesse Jackson himself, and he hates Jesse. Well, yeah, he does. Since the 80s, there's another video when he was young in the 80s, and they were asking him the same shit in the 80s. The same thing. Jesse, you know, that's what Jesse. They need money. They would have, where's their job gonna come from?
The Democratic Party at the rates of 90 and more percent. Why is the first African American president so deeply committed to promoting and extending liberal policies? Why is his African American Attorney General, again, so deeply committed to affirmative action and other? Why? This makes no sense.
I don't think we could be enough hours for you to answer all of those. But to take the political thing, one of the things I discovered in the research for my book I'm currently working on is that leaders of groups that are lagging in countries around the world almost invariably have counterproductive policies for them. And it makes perfect sense because insofar as members of lagging groups assimilate into the values and achievements of the larger society, they don't need those leaders. You see this. You look at the history of the Czechs in the 19th century. People are worried that the Czechs are all learning to speak German. Well, at that time, if you wanted to become a professional person, scientist, anything like that, you had to use books that were written in German, simply because the German acquired a volume of literature centuries ahead of Czech, and yet they fought tooth and nail against that. If you look at in Sri Lanka, one of the arguments that was made,
just like we try to tell niggas now, they don't want to. You gotta go to school or something, or get a trade or anything, or just get a job in general. Then that right there will show you got experience, and you should be able to get another job, a better job, because you worked 2 years at McDonald's, and that show you just got experience showing up to work. And in some jobs, we don't care. We just see a steady work history. It's all good. We'll train you. And it's, you know, I heard that before. But yeah.
there to the Buddhist leaders was that if we don't do something, the Tamil minority will assimilate members of the Sinhalese majority, and then there'll be no Buddhists or Sinhalese in another several generations. And so, I mean, there's no mystery to me as to why Jesse Jackson says what he does, or Al Sharpton and others, because that benefits them, but it does not benefit the people they lead. And all the incentives are for leaders to lead people into things that don't help the people, but help the leaders.
Because think about it, they don't need you no more. So if you help them for real, you know, that's why you get somebody who already has stuff like Trump or something, or, you know, or like, I'm not, you know, trying to be a leader, but like I said, there's nothing they can, I'm just doing it to piss them off, since they did try to kill me and take everything. So now I'm getting them, you know, back by helping y'all, and they got no more people who are gonna follow them. And that makes me feel good. That's all I need. You know, I don't need to be, you know, ranking it or nothing. And I just know, yeah, that was me. Yeah, look at me, nigga. I did this to you. I did this. That's all. That's all I need. Yeah, I just want you to see that I did it to you. I don't want to be the leader. I helped for a while, just to get them where they need to be, and I know they can continue on their own. And I can say, I did this to you.
You'd create there would be an exception for Dr. King, though, wouldn't there?
Yes, but
He
one of the things
was different because he
he's
was
right.
earliest, or what? Why? What's different about
Well,
it?
it's like insurgent movements in general. When an insurgency starts off, by definition, it has an uphill battle. Now, and you can look at the history of Christianity, for heaven's sake. If you're going to be a Christian in the Roman Empire, before in the first century, you had a lot of grief to go through. Now, but after Christianity becomes the official religion of the Roman Empire, this is a bonanza. And there's a lot to be done. And so now you will follow policies that are the opposite of what you advocated. You will see that with all kinds of other insurgent movements.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a. Well, where the hell you going? Nah, because this is just a, a acorn that ain't popped open. But nah, the squirrel ran by that big ass acorn that, with the fruits, the flesh still on it. Nah, I'm talking about where, they get in, they not in this roof, but I guess shell shock, because I used to live in a house with a bunch of squirrels in the roof. There's you can't get them out. I don't know. You try to fix the, whatever. Anyway. Yeah, where's his nest at? The fuck you doing?
It's so important that you see this.
Go buy me a little air rifle from Walmart or Amazon. The little pellets. There's close to a 22. The air rifle. You had about for $100 and pick your ass off.
In terms of federal grants that support their 6 billion. Why, in your mind, do you believe that the kinds of views you have as a black person?
Well, I'm gonna do this video later. We'll get you a better view of it. I'm gonna do it later today.